Hi, friends. Pastor K.C. here, coming to you. Um, it's Sunday. You can tell I'm still wearing what I was wearing for worship. I desperately need a Sabbath, and so I'll be taking it on Monday, which is a good segue to what we're going to talk about today. But first, I want to talk to you about worship yesterday. The music was really, really great. I just personally like The Summons is one of my favorite hymns. It's a Celtic tune, and I love it so much. And then there's this bop at the end of worship that is I'm going to find his name. Chris Urquiaga. Um, anyway, was great worship. Pastor Kelly preached and it was awesome. And so, yeah, I hope that you have a chance to check that out. Pastor Will also did an unboxing of our Pentecost boxes, which I can show you here. Pentecost box. It has, of course, red tissue paper. And I'm so excited for these Pentecost boxes. If you haven't signed up for yours, get it. They are intergenerational. They're meant for every age, every person. Comes with a Holy Spirit candle for your altar. There are also my son Cash has already been watercoloring this morning. These are watercolor postcards to send to folks. There's a pinwheel for pinwheel prayers. There's all kinds of amazing stuff in this box. So I hope that you get it. My hair just fell down, of course. So let me take care of that as well. My dog is also barking at my feet. So there's all kinds of things happening right now. So yeah, I hope you'll get a Pentecost box. They're meant for everyone, and we have plenty. So I hope I will get to see you to give you one, because we're handing them out at the church. So yeah, that's all the things that are, well, no, let me talk about this too. So we are so excited to be able to send a group to ASP this year. We are taking vaccinated 16 plus year olds and adults to Southwestern Virginia. And I'm really, really excited about it. You can give to the youth mission now. It's live on the Foundry website, foundryumc.org/give. And from the drop-down box, you just select youth missions. Last night, so this would be Saturday night, we took the youth to Sandy Spring Adventure Park and did a ropes course, and it was a blast. We had 3 girls who decided that they wanted to do the expert, like the hardest ropes course, which the people who work there were like, we don't even like it. Like, that's how hard it is. It took them an hour and a half, but they did it, and it was awesome. It was super fun. So yeah, it's all kinds of things are happening and going on. It's like busy, busy, busy in family ministries right now. We're looking forward to confirmation Sunday and to graduate recognition Sunday, and to having a local youth mission, which we're also going to do for those who can attend ASP. There are just all kinds of things happening in family ministries right now, and I'm super excited that we've got all this stuff going on. We've also resumed in-person youth at night, y'all. The list goes on and on. So it's very exciting. It's kind of transitioning back into a new mode, right? Like, it's been over a year and it's been a while since our bodies have done this. So it's cool to be doing it again. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the fact that it's Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm sure that we are aware of this. I wanted to share a little bit of my own mental health journey, just to sort of be transparent, and then create space for us together to hold. And so the first thing I want to say is that I suffer from anxiety, diagnosed anxiety. I remember the first panic attack I ever had. I was 22 years old. I didn't know what was happening. I was in a very, very unhealthy environment. You name it, that's what was happening in this environment. And it was trauma filled and terrifying, and I couldn't cope. I didn't have any tools for coping. And so I developed a panic disorder, and it was the first time I started taking any kind of medication. And from there, I went into years of just kind of cycling on and off medication, because I thought that the medication indicated that I was broken, and that the only way to be better is to stop taking it and to be able to manage my anxiety. But what I developed was the ability to quote unquote manage my anxiety by pushing it down and down and down. And what that resulted in is all kinds of other health issues. For example, the last time I tried to cycle off anxiety medication, I lost a lot of hair, and I've just now to the place where I have some of my hair back. And that's because your body will find a way. You can push it down as far as you want to, but your body will find a way. And what it uses is pain pathways that already exist, or pathways that already exist. And so quite literally, my hair was falling out in massive chunks. I was wearing wigs. We did a good noon about that, and now I'm finally able to not wear wigs and have my hair look relatively normal. So, and the reason is because I realized that I am not broken because I am taking anti-anxiety, anti-depression medication. I'm not broken. What it is it's a tool in my toolbox, and it's not, something that everybody has to do. But it is a tool in our toolboxes, along with psychiatry and medical professionals and therapists and meditation and other, sort of spiritual things. All of those are things that we have in our toolbox. And absolutely no one should make any of us feel shamed for utilizing the tools in our toolbox. No one. And so if you've ever been told that you're weak or you're broken or any of those things because you're utilizing tools that you have in your toolbox, just know that that is not true. That is not true. You are whole in your created goodness, and you have these tools at your disposal, just like I do, for them to be used so that we can live full and abundant lives. And there should be no guilt or shame. In fact, on the Auto Parent podcast, we tell guilt and shame to kick rocks. So if you need to do that, do it. And if you need to type it out so somebody else could see you do it, type it in the comments right now. Guilt and shame, you can kick rocks. Because mental health is so important. In fact, I have a friend, Reverend Corey Alexander Willett, and we say mental health over everything. We say it all the time. It's so, so important. And it's honestly, it's a little bit different than self-care. Self-care is important as well, but it's kind of become this real, commercialized and consumerized idea. Like I would imagine you can probably Google right now a self-care like subscription box that would come to you that would have like bath bombs and salts and candles and all of that. And sometimes, listen, honey, sometimes we need that. Like, give me a bath, whenever, like I'm here for a bath, a good one. And also like self-care and mental health are sometimes different in that like a bath may not fix it. And so that's okay. And sometimes maybe the goal is not even to fix it, right? Like, so yeah, I don't want us to sort of like, to make it more convoluted by talking about self-care and mental health. Like I would rather just think really clearly, and to say like, what is it that you need? What is it that you need? Because a lot of times what the church does is tell you what you need, and that's not helpful. And actually what it does produce is, again, guilt and shame, because if what you think you need is different from what we tell you you need, then it's just kind of baked right in there. But that's not the case, right? So what's important is that we listen to ourselves, because Christ lives right here. Christ lives right here. And if we just listen to her, then we can hear the like this amplifying of our own voice and our own worth and our own needs. And if we do that, then we're placing ourselves firmly on this beautiful journey toward mental health, toward hope. And then, the next step is just to afford that to everyone else, right? To just have so much grace with one another, especially now as the world is beginning to change a little bit more, and we're entering into, like I was saying earlier, these new modes and these ways of being that we haven't been together in over a year. We need grace. So let's have some for ourselves. Let's have some for one another. And let's continue to build beloved community together. And if you ever need to talk, if you need to talk about what's going on with you, or, share stories, or if you're struggling, or if you have some things that are working for you, I would encourage you to reach out to one of our clergy persons. Pastor Kelly is our director of hospitality and congregational care, and we'll walk that journey with you. We'll also let you know when it's time for you to talk to a professional. And there's no shame in therapy. Jesus and a therapist, we need both, right? And I go to therapy every single week. So I would just encourage you this Mental Health Awareness Month to take a moment to step back, or to step forward, however you need to step into some reflection and figuring out what you need. And then go get it. Go get what you need. And if it's scary, feel the fear and do it anyway. You are not alone. And that's what I got. So, as always, good noon, everybody.